Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will cook pear tart. Baked pears, chocolate cake, cream filling with vanilla notes. It is very delicious, but also simple. So let's go to the preparation. Oven immediately preheat Dr 200 degrees. Dough for the cake is very simple, and for it we need a mold. I have a 20 centimeters, 125 grams of flour, 10 grams of cocoa, 65 grams of butter, 25 grams of sugar, 1 gram of salt, 35 milliliters of cold water. Cut the butter into small cubes and put it in the refrigerator. Sift the flour in a bowl. The cake today, I want to make chocolate, so I will add cocoa. It is also sifted so that there were no extra lumps. Add a little salt and mix well with a whisk. If you do not want to make a chocolate cake, then add a little more flour, add small cubes of cooled butter and hands quickly grind into a uniform crumb. It is convenient for someone to grate the butter, for someone it is convenient to use a mixer, but I like to do it with my hands, and when it becomes so crumbly, I add a little cold water and gather in a lump and get this thick dough. You don't have to knead it for a long time or the butter will melt. Take a tart pan. I have a pan with a diameter of 20 centimeters. But in the description of the video we'll write a recipe for 24 centimeters. The mold is removable. I do without additional cooling of the dough, without rolling out, so I spread the pieces on the pan, evenly distributed throughout the pan, and fingers form the crust sides, bottom. Excess dough on the edge can be trimmed with a knife to make it look neat. The base should be baked beforehand to keep it crisp. And to keep the base from puffing up, I bake it with a charge. I take baking paper, crumple it up, and put it on top of the crust. I use rice, beans. I pour it on the paper, distribute it, and put it in the oven preheated to 200 degrees Celsius. Bake for 15 minutes in the pan with the load, then remove the load and bake for another 5 minutes and leave to cool. Once the crust is ready, we can start preparing the filling. Of course, the most important in the filling will be pears. Pears are better to take ripe, tasty sweet. It is better to take pears softer, but if you have hard unripe pears, you can pre-boil them in a saucepan in syrup. I have soft pears. I do not want to boil them, so I just remove the core and peel them. I cut off all the stems and slice them thinly and lay them out on the crust fan. Again, you can arrange as you like. You can cut the pears into cubes and lay them on top. Fantasize and experiment, it will still be very tasty. Spread them so that they don't darken. Sprinkle them with lemon juice and proceed to prepare the filling. Here it is easy. You can prepare the filling only on cream, you can prepare it only on sour cream. Today I will use only cream. I will need 165 grams. I put the cream in a bowl, add eggs, a little cornstarch, vanilla. You can add some flavoring, can be almond or coconut or orange. You can add cinnamon. In general, again, fantasize, and a little sugar. Instead of sugar can use sugar substitute. Again, the amount of sugar can be adjusted to taste. I do not like too thick desserts, so I add a minimum. You can add sugar a little more. Mix everything well with a whisk and pour the mixture over the pears, making sure they are completely covered. I sprinkle almond leaves on top. I put in the oven also preheated to 200 degrees. But I reduce the temperature to 180 degrees top-bottom mode and bake for 40 to 45 minutes. It should brown nicely. You can add convection at the end so that it browns nicely, but make sure that nothing burns. At the same time, everything should be baked and the pears should be cooked. When we take them out of the oven, let them rest for a while, then remove from the mold, carefully. The tart is very delicate and let cool completely. You can also add whipped cream or vanilla ice cream or plombier. It is in any case very delicious. Smells very delicious, aroma of baked pears, chocolate, notes of vanilla and almonds. The pears did not become soft, but remained crisp, perfectly combined with the chocolate crispy cake and with a delicate creamy vanilla filling, and very tasty. Because there are more pears than the filling and the cake, this is the most amazing pear tart. Friends, the list of all the ingredients you can see in the description of the video, and there I am also waiting for your likes. Be sure to write comments, share your impressions, and share the recipe with friends. Subscribe to my channel to never miss my new videos. I wish you a positive and summery mood. See you later, friends.